Confidence is like a secret power that's tricky to explain but easy to spot. It's like believing in yourself, your skills, and your choices. Confidence affects everything in our lives: how we see ourselves, how others see us, and how well we do in our school or work. Sometimes feeling unsure about ourselves isn't because of big issues like anxiety or mental health problems. Sometimes it's just because of little habits we don't even notice. Let's explore some of these habits so you can spot them and start building better ones. Number 10, not taking care of how you look. You already understand how crucial it is to keep clean and healthy, right? And it's also important to look after how you appear. When you don't pay attention to your appearance, it's like saying you don't care about yourself. Plus, if you don't feel good about how you look, it can really affect how you feel about yourself, especially when you're around other people. It might seem like just worrying about how you look on the outside, but taking care of your appearance can actually boost your confidence a lot. Number 9, noticing every small imperfections. Are you someone who quickly notices small imperfections when you look in the mirror? Do you get stuck on these imperfections, making them seem bigger and more important than they really are? If that sounds like you, it's time to stop. This habit isn't good for your confidence, even if you think you're just being honest with yourself. Focusing too much on your flaws can make you start to dislike what you see. Instead of appreciating all the good things about yourself, you end up always thinking about what's wrong. This constant self-criticism leaves you feeling sad, not good enough, and embarrassed. Not exactly the best way to feel confident, right? Instead of obsessing over small flaws, try using that energy to see the good things about yourself. It might feel weird at first, especially if you're used to being critical. But if you practice looking for the positives every day, you start to feel better about yourself. Number 8, talking about your perceived weaknesses. When you talk about things you're not so good at, you need to find the right balance. It's important to not go too far. Being self-deprecating means joking about yourself in a way that shows you don't take yourself too seriously. But if you do it too much, people might think you're not confident. They might get tired of hearing negative things about you or start to wonder if you're really good as you seem. If you need to talk about a weakness, like in a job interview, it's better to talk about it as something you're working on improving. This shows that you're open to learning and growing. It shows that you're not just good at the things that come naturally to you, but you're also willing to put in effort to get better at other things too. Number 7, over-complimenting others. Giving too many compliments to others can make you feel like you're not as good as them. It's good to lift people up, but if you do it too much, you might start to think you're not important. Instead of always praising others and putting yourself down, take a moment to recognize your own strengths. Everyone is good at different things, and that's what makes us interesting. If we were all the same, nobody would be so special. So remember, you have your own special qualities too. Number 6, feeling down because of your own thoughts. Thinking negatively about yourself is something many people do occasionally. Sadly, it's easier to believe the negative things we say to ourselves than the positive ones. This kind of thinking can lower your confidence and self-esteem over time, making it challenging to achieve your goals. Using positive affirmations can help change these thoughts, but it's even better not to take your negative self-talk too seriously from the start. This approach helps you see more objectively, leading to greater overall happiness and consequently more confidence. Number 5, saying sorry too much. Do you often say, "I'm sorry," even when someone else accidentally bumps into you? While saying sorry can be important, being overly polite or apologizing all the time can actually harm how confident you feel. Apologizing too much might make you appear uncertain of yourself, as if you don't believe in your abilities or choices. It's not necessary to apologize for things that you know aren't your fault, or for something that you don't truly feel sorry about. When you do this, you're unfairly blaming yourself and making others think you're responsible. Apologies should only be given when they're truly needed. Otherwise, they lose their power and significance. Number 4, allowing others to decide for you. Feeling sure of yourself becomes hard if you're unsure of what you think or if you think your thoughts aren't important. Being confident grows when you honestly express what you want in a way that makes you feel strong. You can only do this by paying attention to your own thoughts, having faith in yourself, and taking action on the things you desire in life. If someone is always telling you what they think is best, or pushing you to do what they want without thinking about what you need, or even worse, trying to control or trick you, your confidence will take a hit. Number 3, lowering your standards. If you lower your standards, you're settling for less than what you deserve. Sure, it might make things easier or more convenient in the short term, but in the long run, it won't boost your confidence. Actually, lowering your standards chips away at your self-esteem and creates more problems. It's like sliding down a slippery hill. Once you start, it gets easier to keep doing it. We all have different values, and that's fine, but sticking to your standards will bring you more happiness and definitely more confidence. Number 2, keeping bad relationships. Confidence depends a lot on the people you hang out with. Your family, friends, even people you just know. They all affect how you feel about yourself. If they're always putting you down, your confidence goes down. So think about if your relationships are good for both of you, especially if they're making you feel bad. To be confident, you need to be around people who lift you up and care about you as much as themselves. Number 1, feeling less than others. We've all in that spot. You're scrolling through social media and you start noticing that others seem to be achieving things faster than you. Maybe they have a fancier house, a cooler job, or they're happily hitched while you're still figuring out the dating scene. You start feeling jealous, unsure, and maybe even a bit mad that they seem to have what you don't. But hold on a sec. Is it really that terrible? It's totally normal to compare yourself to others. It's just how we humans are wired, always noticing differences and making judgments. But if you let it go unchecked, this habit can really mess with your confidence. It might leave you feeling green-eyed or bitter about others' successes. Instead, try focusing on what makes you special in a good way. And remember, everyone's journey is unique, even if it looks similar on the surface. These bad habits are all signs of low self-confidence. While some might seem harmless, they can actually cause a lot of harm if you ignore them for too long. The key is to spot these traps when they happen. With some practice, you can swap in a positive thought or action each time one of these bad habits crops up. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your buddies so we can keep them coming. For more videos like this, hit subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications. And make sure to check out our other videos too. Thanks for tuning in!